Hello, friends. Those back pages here. I hope you're well. Before we start tonight's episode, let me congratulate the Washington Nationals and their fans on advancing to the 2019 World Series. The American League champion is yet to be decided. Okay, now for tonight's episode. A little story time, a little thought sharing, a little brain massage, all that good stuff. Firstly, thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you bring to the table. Because I love learning. Okay. Everything you see there in front of you, when issued, was $20. Of course, the Acuna was raw, but I do not own a raw copy, and I'm not inclined to crack out a slab to make a video. So, that is what it is. But yes, everything there, upon release. Actually, Acuna was probably closer to $17. I did win one Acuna the summer of 2018. Probably about a month after the product came out, Series 2, 2018. But it never arrived. It showed as delivered, but I never got it, so... And that was $17. And then at the National in 2018 in Cleveland, they were readily available because he had been out with the injury, but they were readily available for $20. Probably could have bought one for $15 if I would have pushed hard enough, but I think I was still in between, like, is my copy gonna show up? I don't know. Well, I guess I should have just picked one up, but it is what it is. So, those that say, oh, the bat down is too expensive, it's not a rookie card, I'll take the update because the bat down's expensive. That's just hogwash. You had plenty of opportunity unless you were not around at the time, and if you weren't around at the time, okay, it happens. But you collect long enough and you'll be around at the time. So those of you that were not around at the time are around now. And I definitely want you to go pick one of these up. Now, this is not going to, his future is still to be determined. He's 20 years old. He has been affectionately called Fat Boy by the blowout community because he is overweight and deemed a failure based on his 2019 stats, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But all that aside, this is essentially his version of Bat Down. This was only available in Series 2 packs, much like this was only available in Series 2 packs. This was easier to get than this. There are roughly 20,000 bat downs. Let that sink in for a second. 20,000 bat downs, which sounds like a lot, but when you collect rookie cards, that's not a lot. Are there still 20,000 Eddie Matthews rookies? Probably not. And that is the single highest priced Topps rookie card in existence. So yes, please go ahead and get one of these. They're not very expensive. I mean, I'm pretty sure non PSA 10s are under $20. In fact, I just picked one up. I think it was $8.50. So don't sleep on that. Go ahead. Winter is coming. Shout out to Ed Westergriff. Big Game of Thrones fan, but I got this in the mail. I thought I'd show it off because it's real shiny. It is from the 2017 NBA Optic. This is the orange hollow. Optics are called hollows instead of refractors because Topps would sue them. This is numbered to 199 on the back. 71 of 199. Seller had this up. I don't remember what it was, but he was accepting best offers. And I have no issue sending best offers. If I want to offer $5 for this, I will offer $5 for this. If they don't like it, they can remove best offers or decline. I've gotten not too many, but a handful of not so nice messages over the years, but that's okay. I'm offering, real money for cardboard. But anyway, so I offered $22 on this and it was accepted, which I just thought was incredibly cheap. It was during my do I want to collect orange hollows, heck, orange refractors, or because it kind of looks like gold and it's kind of cheap. When you get a gold, you got to slide the decimal over a couple points to the right. But it's real shiny, and I think he's primed for a big season because Kyrie's out of Boston now. And he's still 21, I think. This doesn't have his birthday. I'm pretty sure he's still 21. I think he's going to be 22 in March. And he's already got 2 full NBA seasons under his belt. So yes, the 2 blasters you see there, I purchased them at release. This one in 2005. This one in 2014. You can just see, look how old school these are. Let's go ahead and move the Ronnie out of the way. But you can see how blasters used to be for those of you that are new back to the game. But this is what blasters used to look like on the shelf, and you can see that quite a difference. So, it's got a lot of, I think this actually might have styrofoam inside, I don't remember. I'm fortunate enough, I did buy 3 that day and I still have them. This one I have quite a bit more than 3. Been a big Prism fan for a long time. Can't go wrong, guys, with picking up a blaster and just throw it in the closet. I mean, the way, especially for Prism, if you don't follow it, the format has changed dramatically over the years, but blasters still remain the same, and they're still $20. I mean, when you think about this was bought at Modell's, which they went ahead and put their own stickers on it, but SRP on this is $20 from almost 15 years ago. Still $20. The content's probably slimmed down, but 7 packs, 1 extra pack, so pretty much the same. I mean, this has a little less. This has 6 packs in it. But it's pretty impressive when you stop and you think about how, wow, they're still charging $20 for blasters, all these years later. Meanwhile, hobby has gone up and up and up and up and up in price. But so yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's coming for you retail fans, those of you without LCSs like myself. If you remember, just well, now it's been 2.5, almost 3, I guess. Years ago, back in 2017, yeah, I guess in April 17, so 2.5 years ago, the Yankees had a fella named Aaron Judge that came around, and set the hobby on fire. But as you know, my target, as I discussed in the last episode, I've been going there regularly since 2007. So for about 10 years, I would walk in there and have my own pick of whatever it is I wanted to pick up, retail wise. You know, when this came out, I walked in, complete shelf. Want to buy 20? They had 20. Want to buy 5? They had 5. Whatever it was. Basketball, football, baseball, some hockey too, I guess. I've really not followed hockey in a long time, but you know, Prism, Hoops, Tops, Update, exclusive packaging, you know, Target used to get Target Reds, all that stuff. And then Judge Mania happened. And that all changed. And that was when it was a race to get to the shelf to see who could clear out the shelf first. You know, and that only got compounded by the introduction of Bowman Mega. Bowman Mega debuted in 2017. So that was also a race to see who can get to the shelf first and clean it out. So that was, you know, that rolled into 2017 Prism basketball. Same thing. Who's there first? Clear it out. Well, we're about to see that again, ladies and gentlemen. With 2019 basketball products. Zion Williamson. Just call him Zion. He's just appears to be a true force of talent. 19, I believe he is. And it's going to happen again with product. And it'll be telling. I mean, with Hoops. You know, Hoops, those of you who've been collecting a long time, introduced in 1989, has come out every year since, pretty much. Panini owns it now, so it's a little different, but it's more or less the same. It's like a flagship type of product. It's not high end, it's not expensive, but the hobby version is. Pre-sales on the hobby is like at least double SRP for hobby. It's getting out of control. You know, as much as Boda has gone after Slabgate, I'd like to see them go after these distributors, because it really is getting out of hand with the price. I guess what you could call the price fixing. I guess you could call it. But you know, stores, local card shops, those of you that have them, their allocations get slashed. Usually if they'll get a case, well, we had to cut you back to 3 boxes. Sorry, that's just, you know, we're getting cutbacks, allocated, yada, yada, yada. Then lo and behold, the day after the street date, oh, we've got cases available if you need any. That's a brand new price of such and such. So yeah, that's a little funny. Like, you know, if cost on something, you know, a hobby box, you know, sells for, I'm just spitballing, sells for $100, and you know, the store gets it at $65, and they, you know, they make a little bit of profit. But now with new releases, the allocation gets cut, and then lo and behold, day after street date, oh yeah, we've got boxes available at 100 if you need any. So yeah, kind of funny that way. That definitely deserves some looking into. because it's getting worse. And they're not making less product. That's total bullshit. They're not making less product. They're just getting greedy. Between that and I guess you could say the group breakers are cannibalizing a lot of products, so you don't see. Think about this. Those of you that have been around a while, when is the last time that Black Friday meant anything? That's right. You know, sure, you'll find some deals if you have 5 hard enough. But there was a time where Black Friday meant real deals, you know, limited but available. I think it was in 2014 I was able to pick up 10 2012 Heritage blasters. It's 8 or 10, I don't remember. They're inside. I'm not gonna check now, but they were $6 a piece. It was a Black Friday sale. And at the time, you know, Heritage wasn't, 2012. The trout wasn't trout yet. So all that jazz. So yeah, going through my desk here. If you guys stuck around this long, this will be a race. I'm going to show a code. If you have the Topps apps, if you have the Star Wars app, there is a New York Comic Con exclusive pack. This is it. You had to go check in daily at the Topps booth, and this, on the back of this, you'll see you can freeze frame it and get your instructions there, so you get a free pack between now and December 31st. So you got that one. For Star Wars, they also have a WWE wrestling version. So there's the code for that one. They have a Walking Dead one. Same deal. And lastly, they have a new one, a Marvel one, which was, I think, introduced this year. So, you know, if your kids play the digital apps, have a go at it. So that's just for you guys who've stuck around, and if you zoom through the video and like, whoa, what is he holding up there? Whoa, what's that? Well, there you go. So be it. So that's just a little thank you to you guys. You know, you had to go to Comic-Con to get it. And yeah, that's some thoughts. I mean, if you see any in regards to the Zion stuff, you know, just I'm not saying, you know, invest in it or whatnot, but if you're in a Target or a Walmart and you happen to see some blasters, some Prism especially, and Optic too, those are my two go-tos. You know, again, I mean, it comes into this situation again. I mean, $20, $20, $20. You know, here we sit in October of 2019, and one of these things is not like the other. I don't even know what these go for now, but quite a bit more than $20. I would say probably $30 or $40. And these, who knows when the last time how many of these are still in the wild. But these, no problem. You can get more of these. Can't get more of these.